Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I'm going to be going over a bunch of deck profiles that were sent to me. I posted in the community tab that 24 hours to send in deck profiles, so I'm going to go over every single one of them. I don't even know how many deck profiles there is. There's literally so many tabs open. I'd have to guess like 87. But okay, so let's just hop right in because it's going to take a little while. But okay, so we're starting off with Math Mech. We got 3 circular, 3 diameter, 3 parallel, 2 of that, plays equation, no trap. Plays Small World, plays the Mad Flame Kaiju to go with it. A lot of people play Lava Golem to go with it because Lava Golem is like more impactful, but then at the same time it takes away your normal summon, so there's like upsides and downsides to it. Got the 1 talents, we got Thrust there. Small World and the Danko is a little bit weird because, you know, the best thing about Danko is nobody's going to play around it. They're not going to stand by phase flip skill drain. But if you go Small World, search Danko, that skill drain is going to flip right away. They're going to use like their welcome traps and stuff. But then even then, like normal summon Danko is probably really strong into that. Then we got 15 going, or 16 going, 17 going, second cards altogether. I feel like there's something missing. What? Oh, Pot of Desires. That's what's missing. Yeah, Pot of Desires is crazy in this deck. I feel like that card should be in your deck over Talons for sure. I don't know. Like Desire is just really, really nice. That card says draw 2, and it really doesn't have a cost unless if you specifically banish Super Factorial, which is like a low chance. Kind of like playing Desires in Bird Up. And in Bird Up, you couldn't even summon Avion until the end phase. This deck, you could search Super Factorial, then Desires if it comes up like that. Oh, they're also playing the G Golem. This can summon back out Transcode. Yeah, we don't play any other Earth Links, but this can summon back out Transcode. So if you go for the Transcode, Heat Soul play turn 1, then I'm guessing that's what they're going for. Then you can G Golem turn 2 to summon back Transcode. But on to the next list, we got another Math Mech deck. This one's playing Sonic Conflict. I don't like this card. I don't like Sonic Conflict or the Microcoder. I think these are both horrible. They play the Lava Golem though. No Desires again. Main deck Lightning Storm. Did everyone just forget Desires as a card? That card says draw 2. What? It's especially broken in Hand Trap deck and Heat Soul deck. Like Hand Trap deck, Heat Soul deck, doesn't care about Desires. Sounds like the perfect deck for Desires. Yeah, no, let's see. At Contact, see, I like this card. I think this card's still nice, even though people are like semi-prepared for it now. I think this card's horrible. This card doesn't come up. I think 1 Leprechaun is fine. 2 Access Codes seems kind of needed because they'll rip it. You can say like the rip Leprechaun, but going second, you know, you're trying to just game them. I feel like the Leprechaun doesn't really come up like that as often going second. And then we got Ninjas. Okay. I don't really know how I would go about building this deck exactly. Instant Fusion is there to summon this. Okay. Wait. Must either be Fusion. Okay, so you can Instant Fusion into that. Okay. Just making sure they didn't play this card and couldn't actually like bring the person out. Play this. Okay. Is there an insect in the deck? Oh, I guess there's this, but it has to have 2,000 or more defense. I'm not sure what that's for. Okay, this is for back removal. Yeah, I don't really know how I'd build this deck, to be honest. We got Dark World. Okay. 3 Grapha. 3 Rainbow. Plays a Salamander. Doesn't really play that many dangers. Doesn't play Chupacabra. Chupacabra is a fiend. So, like, that one kind of works with your engine pretty well. Doesn't play like multiple, like 3 of any of the dangers, which I can kind of get. Drawing the dangers and multiples is like the worst thing. And then, or even like after you've gone through Nessie effect, you don't really want to draw into another Nessie. 2 Lava Golem, Tour Guide with the Doom Dog. Still plays the Tour Guide Doom Dog. I don't know. The Tour Guide Doom Dog's kind of awkward, especially because like your deck has like a lot of scenarios where you can just like normal summon a Dark World. And you get a decent amount of value out of that anyways. This also plays into hand traps early on. It also takes your normal summon. You got this that takes your normal summon. And you're also playing Lava Golem that takes your normal summon. Playing Charge into a Dark World. Target 1 level 4 or lower. Fiend your graveyard. Special summon it. Then discard a Fiend monster. This doesn't seem very good. I'm not gonna lie. This card does not seem very good. Definitely probably would play 3 Allure. The Allure seems pretty nice. Got Eradicator, Deck Devi. No, if you discard it, you can like reset it off Griffin. Plays 2 of the Grapha, the Coach, the Steel Storm Roach. This card is like cool versus Kashtira. I don't know if it's really necessary though, because if you go first, like odds are you probably like comboed, and then you probably won't need this anyways, because like combo just like rips a bunch of cards from their hand. Then okay, we got Punk Therion. Yeah, you kind of have to play 2 Lily in this deck, because if you open Lily, then your Mantis needs to be able to dump a Therion, and you have to dump Lily from deck. Playing 2 Endless Engine, 2 Crossout, 1 of each of those. The problem I have with this kind of deck is, like, first of all, you're not even playing that many going to second cards. You got 9 going to second cards in your deck, and this deck's supposed to be able to play a lot more. You gotta cut Endless Engine down to 1, you gotta cut them Crossouts, you gotta play more going to second cards, but also the problem is that the engine itself loses rather easy. Like, going second, if you go like summon Xiamen effect, search Foxy effect, discard summon, and then you get interrupted right there, what do you do? Like, literally, what are you supposed to do from that point? You are cooked. So, like, this stuff going second, I don't think it should ever be like the absolute main play of the deck, which is tough because you're playing Punk, which means you shouldn't play Punk, like pure Punk. I know it's got Therion in it, but Therion only does stuff once like the Punk stuff goes through. And then we got 2 Champion, 2 Rising Carp. I think also a deck like this that people don't really know too much. Like they kind of know it, they kind of don't. The extra deck people don't really know. I think you should have it randomized. Like you should have this Gigantic over here, this Rising Carp over here, Zeus put over there, that put over there. Imagine like real life, you took your extra deck and you just shuffled it real quick, and then you pass it over for Unicorn, and they'll look through it and they might hit the wrong card because it's in this random order. So I think that's what you should do. Like once you like learn a deck, you should just have it in like a random order, especially for a deck like this. Okay, we got Rika, Sun Avalon, 3 Petal. I kind of like more Loki than I do Petal. Loki just is the heart and soul of the deck. Like if this card gets normal summon and it goes through, it's probably just game against most matchups. 2 Primula, 2 Snowdrop. Oh god, no. 2 Glamour. Oh no. Rose Archer in the main, evenly cross out, but your cross out can only hit Imperm and Ash. I think you respect evenly too much. I think you gotta put some disrespect on this card and just accept that like it's not gonna happen that often. You cut evenly down to 1 if you really want to play it with cross out. Cut Rose Archer, put it into the side if you want to play it still. You could play the Therion package if you really cared about evenly that much. Try to stop it with that. And then got Cactus Bouncer. This card's cool. Warlords. 1 Strenna. Oh, 1 heal. I'm not looking at this. 1 healer. 1 Strenna. There's no way. There's no way. You're not even doing the correct combos turn 1. You need 2. You absolutely need 2 Strenna to literally do the correct combo turn 1. You can't even full combo. Then got Flounderies. See anything interesting about the list? Econ evenly 41. Like why is this deck ever at 41? Like look, 3, 6, 7, 10, 13 going second cards. A lot of these you can't hit off Prosperity Duality. You gotta cut something down. You gotta cut something down, G. Cause you cut Gold Sark if you want to. Something's gotta get from here down. Because you should just be playing 40. This deck can never go over 40. Ever. I know the math on it is like such a small difference. But your deck really needs to draw the key cards. The very it's kind of like it's kind of like Math Mech. I don't know, you really want to draw the key card, the circular, the small world, the Sonomon. You need the key cards. And like post side deck, you really want to be drawing these. Yeah, Danko in your deck. Nah, this card's gotta be bad. Actually, it's probably fine. I don't know. Against a lot of the trap decks, if you just normal summon Danko, like against Labyrinth, there's a decent chance you literally just won the game at that moment, and they just can't play at all. I was gonna say, but like if you normal summon this, you have to have map plus bird. And also if you duality or prosperity into this, you know, they can try to play around it, but we already went over that earlier. It doesn't really work that well. And then also, yeah, I guess the extra doesn't really matter. I was gonna say maybe you have something for the, like a lot of this extra seems like it won't really come up. So maybe you just have something for the Dogmatica matchup, or maybe you play like a Dragostapelia and like a Mud Dragon. And since you have those in your extra deck, Kashtira will always try to rip those, so that way the rest of your extra deck is kind of safe. Because they might be like, oh, this person's playing Super Poly. Because they're going to look at your extra deck and they're going to be like, okay, can't really tell what deck this is. You know, it kind of looks like Flounderies. But, next deck. I also don't think this deck should be over 40. I think most decks should be at 40. But this deck really should be at 40. 2 skill drain up here, 1 down here, 2 TC Boo, 2 Messenger Piece, 2 Warlords, 2 Goes. And I understand you want to have like a, you don't want to draw 2 of the same floodgate. You want to have like a combination of different floods. Skill drain definitely has to be at 3 for sure. But I don't know. It's like the other floods are kind of weird. Like TC Boo's a little bit weird. But it's fine. Warlord's a little bit weird. Gozen's a little bit weird. All the floods besides skill drain feels a little bit weird this format. Evenly seems horrible. Like really, really bad. After like the very first turn, this card's dead. Like you have to draw this right off this, like literally right off the rip, or it's completely dead. Got like Epsilon. This card doesn't seem very good either. Seems like decent to stop Labyrinth. It's not like you're siding this going first to stop evenly, because like if your opponent doesn't have evenly, you just have a dead card forever. And then we got Dragon Link with some Bestials. Doesn't play like the Fallen of Albaz, which like that stuff's cool, but when you play like the Rocket stuff, you're gonna need your extra deck a little bit more. I don't really have too much to say about this. I mean, Dragon Link really hasn't changed very much, like ever. The only thing is like Unicorn hit Striker Dragon is still horrible. Still hurts so much. Or like Mind Hacker ripped this, but if they get to the Mind Hacker part, you probably lost anyways unless you have Eclipse. But even then, after you Eclipse, your Striker Dragon's gone, so your power plays are gone. Guru Dynamorphia. Don't you have to play 3 of this card? Actually, I know you have to play 3 of this card, because I played Mathmech Dynamorphia at one point, and I had 2 of this at the beginning, so I was like, I got 3 Small World, 2 Theresia, like, it's fine, but then, like, I needed the 3rd one. Also, 2 Skill Drain is crazy to me, when it's literally the best floodgate. This card should have never went to 3. This card should have got banned. It shouldn't have stayed at 1, shouldn't have gone to 3, should have got banned. I hate this card so much. It's such an annoying floodgate, and, like, right now happens to be the time when skill drain is really popular at the same time that the book cards are being popular. So like, yeah, the book cards can out skill drain, but like it's just not, it's not as simple as like 1, 2, 3, you know. Labyrinth. Okay, evenly 2 goes in. A few 1. Oh my gosh. Nah. I get that you want to play the Kashtira extra deck. Look, I'm gonna be honest. If you play 1 Dogmatica Punishment, you may as well cut your entire extra deck and just not play it at all. Cut Prosperity, cut the 1 Punishment, cut the entire extra deck. Don't get hit by Mind Hacker. You may as well just do all of that. Like if you're gonna commit to 1 Punishment, because this is one of the best cards in the deck. I'm not gonna lie. Being able to pop and then pop again, or pop and then draw, or pop and then shuffle back, or pop then negate, like all the options with it just makes the card like super powerful, especially in the so many matchups with how like diverse the format is right now. Punishment's broken. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of like Gozen in the deck, to be honest. I don't know. Gozen Warlords feels so awkward in so many scenarios, especially when you have a hand that has like Lady in it, and then like 2 floods or something, and then you're just looking at your hand and you're like, oh, this game is like kind of tough. I mean, you got the floods, but also if your opponent's playing like, I don't know. It really depends. Like if you have like Gozen and it just doesn't work in the matchup, you're gonna feel dumb. Because you have a lot of other cards that are kind of awkward going first, like evenly. D-Barrier in the matchup where it doesn't work. I guess it also depends where you're trying to use this deck. Okay, we got Sprite, 2 Nib, 3 oh, Sprite Tri-Brigade. Okay. 2 Red, 1 Talents, no Thrust anywhere. And then, hold on, let me turn on my light real quick. I didn't realize that it was about to get dark, you know? Okay. We back. I don't really have like too much to say about this deck, to be honest. I mean, it looks fine. Like 2 Fractal, Revolt. This deck ends on a nice end board. Has follow up to Revolt, even though it's not the greatest follow up. 2 Lone Fire. You only need one of those cards. You just need it for like the Jasmine play to summon, and then tribute to summon, and then Dryas, or the play where you like unexpected die, and then you bring out Lone Fire off Jasmine, and then you can like tribute it off, and then add back Lone Fire off Strenna, and then Lone Fire tribute Strenna. And then let's see. Oh, 3 Lily is crazy. That's a lot. Small. I don't think you need small. You don't have any going second cards in your deck. I just realized that you got 6. That's just not real. This deck's supposed to be able to play like 15. 1-for-1s in the deck. This card. 2 Glamour again? This card is broken. This card's Rhoda. I don't know. 41. A lot of Bestials on the side. Let's see. What's wrong with the extra? The extra egg looks okay. Is there something missing? I can't tell. No, this is like the one flex spot, like the quote unquote flex spot. Next deck, I still don't know what these cards do. I'm still not reading them. FTK is used, so just draw a hand trap. If you don't draw a hand trap, you lose. Simple as that. Then we got Nachiria, Runic, 44 cards. Personally, I mean, Foolish Burial Good seems nice. With the Metal Foes Fusion. Oh, Metal Foes Fusions. You could probably cut this down to 1. Especially because a lot of the time you're just going to be dumping Sacred Tree. I guess maybe you want more discards for your Hugin that are nice. You know, because like, you got like these, this. But then also if you draw like multiple of those cards, then your Hugin discard is going to be a little bit more awkward. Because you really just want to discard those cards out of hand. You don't even want to have them in hand, really. So maybe cut Metal Foes Fusion down to 1. Play more hand traps. Or like going second cards in general. You could cut Dispelling. Or maybe just cut it down to 1 if you really want to play it. Just as like an extra Runic card. Maybe cut this down too if you want to also. Yeah. Okay. Extra deck. 2 Exets on Night. You want to keep this through the cash wipe. And then, okay, we got Runic, Adventure, with the Ibly, but no double cross in the main. No double cross. Ibly? Wait, so you're just Ibly locking your opponent and then letting them crash it? Or are you just, like, taking away the link afterwards and, like, putting everything in defense? Like, I get, like, technically, you don't need double cross because like you give him Ibly, and then you end on Mannequin Cat, IP, Ibly turn, and the Lingeribo. Mannequin Cat, bring out Ibly, make IP, give him back Ibly. But then if they play 2 Lingeribo, they just make another Lingeribo. So that seems kind of tough. Doesn't. You got Jinzo for the trap decks for the Mannequin Cat. This card's getting more and more popular for Expulsion and Mannequin Cat. Wouldn't surprise me if this card actually goes up in price some. Or if it hasn't already. Okay, we got Pendulum, Sloth, Ash, Venereer, Nib, Change of Heart, Talons. Hey, a decent amount of going second cards in the list. I see a lot of like the extra stuff is cut. A lot of the fat is cut off of this. What is this? Grand Dust Dragon. This card, especially when you target 2 other cards on the field, destroy them if you do. Oh, that's cool. Okay. This card must be new. Pretty sure it's new at least. That's just, obviously it's like a seal target for when you go first. Target 2 other cards too, so this can pop Birth. That's actually really, 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 really good. 2 Zeus for when you go second. No Babushka in the deck. Yeah, it looks fine. It's like it has the problem that Pendulums have right now is your opponent just goes like Shangri-La, lock Pendulum Zone, and it's like, oh, I lose. And we got a Labyrinth deck. I think 1 Ariana is like fine. I mean 2 does come up and it helps you get to your engine more. But I think it's like fine to play 1. 2 Duality, 2 Extravagance. No, you definitely play Prosperity. Prosperity's better than Extravagance by a mile. My buddy is always like, yo, let's play Extravagance. And I'm like, no, why would you play Extravagance? Prosperity literally says, look at the top 6, grab 1. Like, Extravagance is a +1, but like, you're just drawing 2 random cards. I'd rather look at the top 6 and pick the card, especially in a trap deck where like, game 2, game 3, you know, you want to see Judgment. You want to see very specific cards. You're trying to get to engine with it. You want to get the floodgates with it. This deck has way too many 2s. 2 Compulse, 2 Debarrier, 2 Punishment, 2 Evenly, 2 Tears of the Overroot, 2 Trapped, 2 Welcome. Oh, I'm out. 2 Welcome Labyrinths. Too crazy for me. We got Branded Despia. Okay. Happy that the 1 Lubellion, 1 Sorniers became like standard, because playing a lot of Bestials are just so garbage. Let's see, called by main deck Theater, plays Branded Beast, Swan like a stronger engine. Alright. No, this card's not good. I don't like, people are like, this card's for time. Have y'all read Aqua Dolphin? Have y'all read Aqua Dolphin? I'm sorry, but Aqua Dolphin works in time. This card literally wins in time. You don't need to play a Hummingbird. You can just play Aqua Dolphin. You just Aqua Dolphin burn for 5. I don't know. I think it's crazy that people like play this. Also, it depends how much time's left, because you could also just like take this card out, play Masquerade, and you have Masquerade and Aqua Dolphin for time instead of just one or the other. You could just do stuff like that too. Dragoon's good in time if they try to bestial you or something. You just like boop, get that out of there, win the game. Okay, next list. We got Math Mech. Play 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Talents, 3 Cosmic, 3 Chalice, 3 Book of Moon. This deck's not consistent enough. That's already the biggest problem. Is like I feel like you need Small World. At least you got Desires. Thank you for playing Desires. Small World is nice. You don't really play hand traps. This deck would also really struggle against the Lock 5 combo. It really would. Foolish Return is like decent. I don't really know what this is for exactly. Because it doesn't always even stop Expulsion. Because sometimes they just have their cards banished. And they can just like bring it out from the banished pile. Anti-Magic Arrows is cool, just to be able to combo. Then we got Adamancipator, Barrier Statue with, oh wait, they don't play the Link. Okay, I thought you were supposed to play the Link to summon this card out. I guess not. I don't really know what this deck's going for then. I don't really know what you're trying to end on, because it seems like ending on this is just like luck, right? Maybe there's a way to get to it, I'm just not seeing it. Like, you can search it and then extra normal it. If you happen to have all of that set up, you can summon out a singular statue. We got Branded Despia once again. 3 Fallen of Albaz. I've kind of been liking 3 Fallen of Albaz just because this is the best card to discard in your combo. This and Adlib and Tragedy. Those are all like good to discard, but Fallen of Albaz specifically feels really, really, really good because if you get Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard, then your Mirror Jade can always dump Rinbrum, and then Rinbrum is able to Fallen of Albaz and make like Sprint on their turns. So then like your Mirror Jade equals 2 interruptions, and if Mirror Jade equals 2 interruptions by itself, plus follow up off like the Sprint, or you know they have to out the Sprint, they have to out the Mirror Jade. Then you kind of just win. I really like that stuff. I also think D-barrier should be in the side with cross out if you're gonna side deck this, just for Labyrinth. Well, mainly for Labyrinth, because like Labyrinth like resets that card, and if you have cross out for D-barrier, odds are you probably win the game. And then yeah, deck looks fine. Happy that people were playing Expulsion too, like in the main deck. This card in the main deck is like mandatory, to be honest, because like being able to do this for like Cartesia, Aliber, something is so crazy. Just bringing back Cartesia, like choosing to not add it back is nice. You don't do it with every hand, but it's a lot of times where it comes up. Okay, Drytron. I like this. I do like this. This card's cool, because you just like tribute a Drytron for this. Effect, go search, grab Ritual Spell, Ritual Monster, and then you're able to like easily. There's not even 15 cards. There's not even 15 cards in the extra deck. G. We got Thunder, Bestial, Dragon, Danger, Gamma. I gave Dragon for time. At least we got that. This card's broken. 2 Titan. Wait, how does the second Titan never come up? Don't you only have one way to fuse? I'm not seeing another way you make a second one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. This card banishes itself to add a Thunder, right? I mean, I guess technically you can Hawk add this back and then use this to make a second Titan, but there's just no way that actually comes up like a lot, right? No, this deck probably has a lot of problems. And then we got Kashtira. Ooh, I like the layout. The 15 hand traps. Then we got the cash stuff. No Ogre, no preparations. That stuff's been really, really popular recently because if Nib is super, super popular, then, you know, you can just, like, go for, like, the underwhelming unboard and just go for, like, a Rise Heart with, like, Birth preparations. And, like, preparations is nice there. You know, if you're trying to not do, like, a whole lot. I mean, the main deck looks clean. Side deck looks okay. Shifter in the side. Extra deck. I'm seeing a lot more Goliath, which I don't know how I feel about this card. I don't think it's bad. If more Runic pops up, then like this card gets better. Guru I definitely like. Fluor's good, especially with the Moonlit in your deck. You got multiple level 3 tuners. Oh, this deck won't even load in. Refresh maybe? I do have like 100 decks pulled up, so kind of makes sense. G-Golem. I don't know what these cards do. The main deck cards, I don't even know what they do, to be honest. A Link into the Veins. This is in the deck. It's just gotta be bad. Yeah, it's just gotta be bad. The only part about Marincess that's good is how many hand traps you can play, and you're playing 6 hand traps. So I'm gonna have to just give it an L. I don't even know what the cards do. I gotta give it an L. Oh, I opened it twice. Gotta give it a double L. And then, come on, why is this stuff not loading? I only got 50 deck profiles open still, but got Runic Furhire. Fossil Dig to search this is clean. It's way better than like Rhoda to search this because this card is like the main card of the deck. It also helps make Hugin be able to get Fountain more and more often. There's not like too many things to say about the list. I think it looks fine. Playing like 3 of hand traps in this deck feel really, really awkward because if you do get the really, because like in your list, you're ending on Fogo. You're trying to end on Fogo, Heatsil is what it looks like. Like maybe end on IP, but probably Fogo, Heatsil. You're drawing a bunch of cards, and you also have Fountain. Like you're trying to draw like 5, 6 off Fountain. If you have like, you know, if you draw like 10 cards, 12 cards, whatever, and yeah, like once per turn hand traps, they feel a lot weaker. I don't know. I think of it as always like, if you're always resolving like a shared ride or a maxi for infinite cards, you kind of want like multiple hand traps that you can use there. Especially because like your end board is not actually that strong. It really isn't. Oh, also not playing Munin is crazy. Because you can't rookie Furhire tribute to get to Rex. And Rex is nice, especially because Rex can get like that reborn then, and that reborn can try to do whatever you got set up. Side decks to one Magma. Magma can grab Raphael. Then we got Paleo, Tier Limit. I think the tier cards are just like straight copium right now. Until we can find something crazy to do. Why do we side Theosis? Just for that? Nah, that can't be real. Side deck 2 Mud. There's gotta be a way to fit it in the extra deck. Maybe. Maybe not. Nah, that's fine. Okay. Generator. I'm gonna have to refresh a lot of these decks, I feel like. Generator. This deck's horrible. I've cooked this deck every time I've played against it with the new support. It's like the same deck as it was before. It like hasn't changed really, it feels like. Runic cards also destroy this deck. They kind of cook it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about this deck. Like, this seems cool to bring out, like, a level 2 fairy. Just bring this out. And then what? I'm not sure exactly, to be honest. Because I have to bring out level 2 or lower, so it's literally just this. No other targets. Next deck, Pendulum. Oh, this looks like exactly like the other like literally. This is literally just the other Pendulum deck. Same person that's sent in the list twice. Got Lady Labyrinth, Therzia, Labyrinth Archfiend, Jelly Cannon, one of the monster cards. Jelly Cannon? What is this? Oh, I didn't even... Quaking Mirror Force, Storm Mirror Force, I didn't even look over. I was looking at the Jelly Cannon. Oh, my God. No. Math Mech. 3, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16, 17. No desires again. Why is everyone cutting desires? Every time I play Math Mech, I see desires. I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Literally draw 2. Draw an engine card. Draw a hand trap. Crazy. Draw 2 hand traps as long as I got an engine. Crazy. Draw 2 engine cards. Cool. You can usually make your engine cards useful turn 1. You can like equivalate them into interruptions. Maybe not. Maybe not in this build. Cause you don't like play IP or anything. You can really only end on heat soul. You don't have anything else to go for. Yeah, that's kind of tough to not have anything else to go for. And then we got Branded. We got Crossout, Ash, Imperm. Got double Ash in the main deck. So my thought process with Crossout is if you got Crossout right and you got a 1-of, like Imperm, right? Drawing both of these, I forget the exact math on it, but it's like 5% chance. It's the same thing as like Brilliant Fusion Gardener, right? It's like 5% chance. But then also, you're not just asking for that math, you're also asking for your opponent to also draw the same card. So that 5%, I don't even remember what the math on it would be, but it's plummeted down. Because they have a 33% chance to draw it, then you have a 5% chance to draw your stuff. So that's not happening a lot of the time. So unless if you genuinely believe that there is no better spot for this second Ash Blossom, because like the Crossout don't need the second Ash, you just need 1 Ash for it. And then let's see, got like Super Poly, but only 1 Mud. But you can go into like Quaddle and stuff. I really feel like you only need 1 Rinbrum. Oh wait, you don't even play Bestials. Yeah, you definitely only play 1 Rinbrum. If you're just dumping this off Mirror Jade, then like who cares? Going second, if they rip this, you're probably not setting up Fallen of Albaz and Graveyard with Rinbrum with extra cards to like discard and stuff on their turn. Then we got Dragon Link. Okay, not going to second cards, and we got some Bestials in the deck. I don't know, this deck just doesn't seem like in the greatest spot. The Kashtira being able to rip Striker Dragon, the Bystials being horrible in the format being really, really, really wide open right now. I think this deck does not have a good spot in the format. And I love seeing Dragon Link, so, you know, if I say it, like, that's just like 100% my honest opinion. So I love that deck. Oh my gosh. Everything I just said times 10. This deck is wild, though. I've actually seen a lot of people starting to side Royal Decree. Until that guy I had an argument with on Facebook like a month ago saying, oh, no one will ever play Royal Decree again. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Decree, I don't know. Like, it's not that great of a card. But at the same time, like, it is dumb if you have it against trap decks. Against Labyrinth, you know, they can lovely pop it in some scenarios. Or try to Tears of the Overroot, get rid of it. But they have to be prepared for it. And who's prepared for Royal Decree? You know, it's not popular at all. And then, got Dark World, 3 Lava Golem, Card Destruction, Trade-In. Of course, you gotta play this, like the hand loop stuff. Extra deck looks good. Yeah, I think you only need one of this card. Extra deck looks good. Skill drains are nice because you could just like play the big body game. And then Ninja. Again, I really don't know how I'd build this deck, to be honest. This list does look more clean than the first list, though. I'll give it that one. Plays like 1 duplication. Side deck that. I like the super transformation with the Drago. Being able to go into that can shut off some decks. What is this? This is an anime card? It's not. It doesn't say custom on it. This literally just looks like a fake card. When a ninja you control battle, I'm not gonna read the rest of it. It just looked like a fake card, but once I started reading it, it actually sounded real. Okay, on to the next deck. We got Sprite with Fusion Destiny, Dasher, and Captain. During your standby phase, target 1 hero in your graveyard that was destroyed at battle. Since your last standby phase, special on the target. Why don't you just play Denier? Denier just gives you a free body. This card doesn't do anything. Yeah, you definitely just play Denier. One gives you a free body. This card's a brick. Like an actual brick. Denier's a brick too, but it's better in grave. We got Kashtira stuff in the deck. Got Unicorn with no target. That's crazy. You can just play 3 Fenrir at that point. Unless you really care about the Sacred Swords of 7 stars. With the 1 upstart, 1 desires, 1 pros. Yeah, I'm not going over this. It's fake. We got Dragon Link with the Shrouded Dragon and the Fallen of Albaz. Okay. So it's not Dragon Link. It's not Dragon Link. There's no rockets. So it's not Dragon Link. It's Bystial Control, which I respect this deck a lot. The Albion, the dump Fallen of Albaz are regained, and then get a draw. Because this can help you get a Dark Graveyard to help your Bystials get turned on, or dump Regain so you can set up Regain Beast easier. I got the Mirror Jade Albion for when you can summon Fallen of Albaz off Seal. You know, if you pull that out, you're going to get some nice quick cards off of it. And then Albion can actually set during the end phase. It can set one of these. Then, okay, we got Tier Limit. 2 poly. Probably should just be 1 poly. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this deck. However, like this doesn't work. So it's got to be completely changed. And I don't know how we're gonna approach it, because the thing is the tier cards, just the Shaylin, Havness, and Merly all being put down to 1 just hurts so bad. Like, there's a world where like Havness and Shaylin aren't played, and it's literally just Merly is the only tier card in the entire deck. Because Scream is bad. The traps are bad. The traps are only good if you Scream mill them. Then you got tier set up. Merly is good off Sprint. That's it. Merly is like the last good one left. We got Dino. Okay, we got the scrap cards in the deck. We got Gamma, Nib, Pinkertops, Cowboy for Time. Let's go. I mean, it just looks like some like a regular Dino list. With like a little bit less going second cards. Oh, they play Ash, Gamma, Nib, Pankratops. Okay. I don't know. Dino just doesn't feel good. This deck hasn't felt good in a very long time. I'm okay with Misk being at 1. I feel like there's a decent chance that this card ends up. I don't know. Like there's new support coming out for Dino, but at the same time, the support makes you feel like Misk is gonna stay at 1 since it says special summon a banished Dino. So you kind of feel like they're gonna keep Misk at 1 because they have a card like that that's coming out. 3 Lava Golem, Baylor, Ash, Nib, Imperm, Talons. No Desires? How come? It's literally Pot of Greed. You could if your deck can play Pot of Greed, would you play it? If Pot of Greed was legal, would you play it? If the answer is yes, then why is Desires not in your deck? Because that card's Pot of Greed. Okay. Trap Tricks. Okay, I knew this deck was gonna end up popping up. Chalice, Book, Evenly, Imperm. Decides not to play like the hand trap sign to play stuff that you can like draw as a 6 card too. It doesn't play Pot of Prosperity. Maybe this is more of like a budget build. What is that? Oh, it's just Utopia. Okay, I was like, what is this? That's weird artwork. And then Lightning, second out like big cards. I kind of like the Jasmine and the Strenna. I feel like that stuff's kind of nice with the Teardrop. I think that'd probably be in the extra. I'd also play 3 Sarah. Sarah seems good at 3. I got Drytron going for Vanity's Ruler, or Magician of Black Chaos Max, whichever one they can achieve. Both of them are practically like, well, Magician of Black Chaos is definitely better because it doesn't lose to the book cards. Well, this card does, but Magician of Black Chaos, you gotta like go for the Dynamondo, and then you don't really get to end on anything. But if you get to, I mean, besides like as a thought in your opponent, which is usually enough. Then if you have Magic Key with the unlocking, that's nice. You also gotta play around Kashtira Birth. See a lot of people playing into that with this deck. Don't play into it. Otherwise you just like lose most of your follow-up and you just lose the game anyways. 2 Prep, 3 Benton, Lava Golem. And then we got Furhire Runic again. This time, wait. How are you supposed to go second? Oh my god. Okay, also, again, I said this before. I think just ending on Fogo is not enough. Wait, you don't even play the Heat Soul. Oh my gosh. What do you do if you draw like I don't know. You just end on Fogo Pass with like Raphael. Try to get some Runic stuff in hand. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get the point of the deck. I'm not seeing how it's winning. Oh, you don't even play the Reborn. Oh, the Reborn spell is nice. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost in this deck. I don't really see how it's supposed to do anything. It just seems like this loses pretty badly a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't know. If the end board turn 1 is just Fogo, like, you're probably just getting cooked by a lot of decks still. And like Fogo, Raphael, maybe you get a pop up. It's not bad, you try to get some draws. Hopefully you got your Runic stuff live. I don't like it. I don't like it. We got at Ignister Thrust plus infinite targets for it. Imperm, Ash, Nib. Okay, 2 access code. Danmari. This is a going second build. You got Danmari for when you choose to go first. You got a bunch of going second cards too. Okay. I don't really have a lot to say about this deck. This deck hasn't changed like one bit since July 2021 when it came out. To be honest, the main deck looks almost the exact same. Almost everything looks the exact same except for Heat Soul came out. Okay, got Dragon Link. I like seeing all the Dragon Link, but I think it's just the same thing I said about the other list. It's not really like the list itself. It's more about the deck itself. It's just not in a good spot. Tri Brigade, we got Cats, got the Branded Fusion. Wait, how are you supposed to use this? Verte's banned. Am I dumb? No. I think they're dumb. Yeah. You can't even activate this card. Okay. I mean, like, I know you're supposed to go like Strata Dragon, dump, and then effect to add back Mercarier. But then is Branded Fusion just there for Strata Dragon and then you just like happen to play the fusions and stuff? I don't like it. Not enough going second cards either. It's like one of the best things about Tri Brigade is that they can play like a bunch of going second cards. Ash, Nib, Veiler, Imperm evenly. Striker. I like Striker Runic. If I had to play Striker, it'd probably be Striker Runic. Just because, like, I don't know. That deck also is not that easy. Because you have so many different, like, play lines with it. Thrust. Oh, you choose to go first. If you chose to go second, this card would be at 3. Because this card can grab Talents. This card can grab Desires. Oh, you don't even play Desires. This card can grab Engage. And all those cards are broken. Like, Talents will say draw 2. Desires says draw 2. Engage says add 1 and then draw 1. Then we got Salamangreat. I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at that. We got Thunder King, Soul Scissors, 2 Fenrir. You know, Mannequin Cat can summon these out. Summon Summoner for follow-up or to bring out Thunder King. You got all the sprite spells and traps in the main deck. The 1 Pixies in the deck. The Nib, the Ash, the Eclipse, the Econ, the Imperm. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the Melfi stuff that we saw Dinkan Palm talk about. Well, I guess like someone played his list and then he commented on it. I like that stuff though. That stuff's nice. It gives me PTSD from when Justin Singh cooked me with it because Herald of Arclight cooked tier. That sucked. It really did suck. But on to the next 50 cards. Wait. That's crazy. I think my buddy actually played against 50 card Drytron at the YCS in the 3v3. Yeah, it's got 9 going second cards. This card's just, you can't count this as a going second card. It'll never be live. I don't think. Yeah, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 other fairies with it. I would say it's like live a decent amount of time if you played 40, but not 50 because you just added 10 extra cards to that math. Lancia can be a going second card depending on what you're playing against. I don't know what the advantages are to playing 50. It seems like you have the same amount of engine as other people, but you're also playing extra engine with like the Dawn, the Herald of Perfection, the Orange Light, the Lancia. Feels like if you just like cut a lot of that stuff out, the deck would be a lot better. Because you can just go for this, and this is game. It literally just cooks people. Oh my gosh, we got another one. Kelbeck, that's cool to search, but yeah, I think it's like the exact same thing I just said about the last list. And also like the 2 ofs. Like you play 3 Ash, 1 Nib, or 3 Nib, 1 Ash, unless if it messes with the side deck patterns. I think like if the side deck patterns don't have something to do with it, it's probably just almost always correct to be like 3 and 1. Unless the side deck patterns prove to show otherwise. Then we got Kashtira, main deck Contact C, Ash, Moonlit, Imperm, Lance, Chalice, Prosperity, bunch of engine. It's like fairly standard except for Contact C. This card's broken against a lot of matchups, but there's also matchups where it doesn't do anything. Like, it's decent in the Trap Tricks matchup. Like, very, very, very decent. Not the greatest. because it can stop them from making Sarah, but then they get to make their Trap Tricks Link. It's bad against Labyrinth. It's good against Branded. It's good against Cash. But even Cash, sometimes their hand just like naturally plays around it. If they haven't used their normal summon, you contact see them, and they're just like, okay, cool, tribute summon. I think it's a good side deck option. Main deck, a little bit weird. Ojama, I don't know what this deck's supposed to do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I kind of have an idea. Wait, no, I don't. I don't even know what these cards do. I thought it was supposed to end on a huge end board. Yeah, I don't know what this is going for. I'm not a Battle Fader for the small world. You're crazy. Virtual World, Mekenko. Not seeing how you get to those cards with your engine, though. So they kind of just seem bad. Virtual World's biggest problem is breaking. And it doesn't seem like these are going to help the problem. But it also doesn't add any going second cards to the deck, really. And then we got A, B, C. Adventure with a little bit of Therion. Ravine in there. Ancient Fairy? Okay. Ancient Pixie Dragon. Okay, I was say, because Ancient Fairy is about to be legal in a few days. So I know that this is supposed to be Ancient Fairy. I get you with the Ravine and the Destrudo. Yeah, that stuff's gonna be broken. I don't know if it's even worth playing 2 King. I guess you want to play 2 King for the Disc Coliseum. Maybe you can cut down to 1 Disc Coliseum though. Play 1 Disc Coliseum, 3 Hanger. Cut Ravine down to 1. You know, just play like, cause like the field spells are awkward, but at the same time, if you want them for Ancient Fairy, I get it. And also like they're like decent with your engine. Foolish works with Destrudo. Thrust can get the Foolish, which can get the Destrudo. Unauthorized on the side for consistency going first. Then we got Virtual World again. Holy, wait, 3, 5, 8. Small World can also get to a Kaiju, but it takes a lot of cards to do that, and this deck takes a lot of cards in general. So I don't think it's worth playing this. I know like the biggest problem I said is like consistency, but I don't think Small World is the way to do it, because then you have to end up using too many cards. I like the Beatrice with the Shufflers. Some decks just get cooked by those. Maybe you could also play like a time card with it. You could also play, I don't know, there's got to be other stuff that you can play. I haven't thought about like Beatrice dumps right now, but there's got to be stuff that you can double that's good. We got Abyss Actor with some Bestials in it. Droll, Gozen, Skill Drain. This deck, you want to know why this deck's a sleeper deck? Because if I asked you to tell me what 5 of these cards did, you wouldn't be able to do it. If I said, what does this card do? You wouldn't know. This card, you wouldn't know. This card, you wouldn't know. This card, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know this one. You wouldn't know this one. You only know this one. You wouldn't know this. So, or any of these, except maybe the field spell. So that's what this deck has going for, is that people don't know what these cards do, which is like really good. I mean that's like one of the best parts about playing a deck like this. You can also Babushka Zeus pretty easily into boards and just wipe the board away. And if people aren't prepared for it, well, guess what? They lose their field. Yeah. I don't have too much to say about this because I barely even know what half these cards do. I like kind of have an idea how they work with each other, but every time I read the cards, they get a new effect. Like this card, pay 1,000 search, but then it has like some of these effects. Like, yeah, like I have to read that stuff. It's not a deck that you play against very often, and most people that play that deck are bad anyways. Okay, we got Flounderies, got Prosperity, Duality, Thrust, Talents, Dark Ruler, Harpies, evenly. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going second cards. But then we also have Prosperity, Duality, which lets us see more. A lot of these cards can be seen as a 6 card too, except for Nip Crow. I wouldn't even count Crow as going a second card, really, in a lot of matchups. It's really there just for Robin. Got the other ones on the side. Got this stuff. Oh, we're ready to get hit with Maximus. Flower Guardian. Yeah, I don't remember what these cards do at all. I thought this deck was like nice at one point. Thought it was like really fun, but it actually just doesn't do anything. And you can't play any non-engine in the deck, like any at all. I would love to be proved wrong. Someone can show me a very like, if someone can show me a good list with this deck, and do well at like an actual tournament, like even just like a 400 person regional top 16, I'll pay you $10 because that's crazy. It has to be like 400 person. It can't be one of those like German regionals or whatever, and they only got like 50 people at it or whatever. You know, it's got to be like an actual regional. Then we got ninjas. Like I said, I literally don't know how I'd build this deck. It's cool that a lot of people want to build it though. A lot of similar choices that we've seen in some of the lists. Then we got another pendulum. This is literally... Okay, there's no Zeus in that. I was about to say, this looks almost exactly the same as the one before, but it's not. This one's a little bit changed up. It's still not that different though. It's really just the Zeus. Then the Rescue Ace deck. I don't know what these cards do. Sunlight Wolf. That's cool. Got Kashtira, Lava Golem, Ash, Shifter, Nib, Pankratops. Huh? I mean, I guess. Imperm. 2 Birth. I've been a big fan of 3 Birth. Because this card's broken. This card's like better than Theosis for sure. Even though you can brick on this card. You can brick on it, but it's nice. Extra deck. I really think you only need 1 Mind Hacker. Like, I don't know. I guess it's going to be the card that they rip if every single other card in your deck is a multiple of. Token Collector. Someone doesn't like Sword Soul. We got Dark World. It's cool. The arrangement's funny. Lava Golem. Bigfoot. I would love for people to show me how this deck actually beats Kashtira going second. Because I have no idea how it's supposed to be done. No idea. I don't know how it actually wins against that deck going second. Got Drytron. Pretty much the same as before. This person's got like 8 going second cards in their deck. But it's at 40. So like going first, you like always combo. And combo is like game. You even got 2 of this so we can go for it twice. If it comes down to it, you just lock them twice and you just win. Got branded. I'm 58 minutes into this video. That's crazy. You got branded. This stuff doesn't solve anything. That's the thing. Is if you go first, what's the only problem? Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom on Brain Infusion. Okay, what does Poly do from there? Nothing. It actually achieves nothing. Poly is only good going second. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. And then also, like, if you're playing stuff that's like only good going second, you may as well just play like you can cut all this and just play 1 Dark Magician, and it's probably just better. But and I could kind of get seen wanting to play this, but it really isn't good going first. It's only good going first if you want to do like if you want to do old combos, right? Where you go like Adlib, Mirror Jade, Dragostapelia, bring back Mirror Jade and stuff like that. Go Masquerade. We got Pendulums, but this is like a Demion. Like a Demion. Are we FTKing? No, that's sad. Okay. So this is a big board Demion. Now, this deck hasn't changed at all. This actually looks almost the exact same from 2019. Very minor changes. We got Labyrinth with the main deck, Cool Clock. Eradicator could probably just go into the main deck with how many people are playing trap decks. Yeah, there's just so many people playing trap decks. Probably better to main deck the 1 Eradicator over the 1 Cool Clock. If you play Cool Clock, I think it should just be in the side. Even then, Cool Clock is awkward. You have to draw a lot of engine for it to like truly come up. So if it's in the side deck for when you go first, in case if you draw a lot of engine, then I could see it like being okay. the Karma Cannon. Then we got Mathematic, Desire, Small World, Silent Mining, and a bunch of going second. Let's go! Let's go. Let's go. Someone's got it down. Yeah, Kashtira. Let's see. Ash, Nib, Lance, Book, Imperm, Side Deck Denko Sekka. I guess it's fine. Just summon a cash monster and then normal summon Danko and pray you didn't get stopped on the cash. Or pray you didn't get flooded on the cash. They probably would wait for skill drain anyways on the effect, so if you just normal summon Danko next. I don't know, Danko's crazy. Like, a lot of people are playing trap decks, and Danko really destroys Labyrinth. Labyrinth might end up having to start flipping skill drain and standby when the time comes. Just to be safe around this card. If this card gets more popular, I think that's going to be the play. We got Virtual World of Fenrir. What? Oh, because you can dump Beast on your turn to draw one, and then Havness on their turn to make Winda. Yep. I mean, it's cool, but the problem isn't going first, right? The problem is going second, or the problem is going first and bricking. I don't think that solves any of the problems. The end board's like fine, right? If you end on like Chuchi, Dragoon, Fleur, Shen, like, that's just gotta be enough. And maybe Crystal Wing. It'd be Crystal Wing, Dragoon, Chuchi. Even that sounds pretty good. like that's still nice. That's probably just enough right there for game. Some people just want to always do more, but sometimes you don't have to do more. We got Redeemable Jar. This card, I hate this card. I actually hate this card. Any deck that plays this card, I already know is a complete troll deck, because if it comes up, this card's just game. Like, if this card is good in a scenario, it's game every time. Wait. We side deck a Scarlet? Why do we play Golden Lord? I just realized. What is this? Yeah, I'm not looking at this. There's literally no win condition. I thought there was going to be Eldritch cards in it, but there wasn't. Live Twin Spray. I don't like all the normal summons. Like, 11 normal summons is a lot of normal summons in the deck. Wait, and then you play Beaver on top of that? Maybe you just play, like, 2 Beaver, 1 Angler. Like, really cut that down, and then also cut down on some of these because you play way too many normal summons. Your deck gets cooked if the normal summon gets stopped. I guess that's how Spray normally is, but you don't even have, like, the hand traps to try to, like, stop their engine as much. And then we got tier 50 cards. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about this list. It's just not very great. It's just, like, tier's not very great. I was gonna build a tier deck to, like, prove someone wrong. And I was like, I could build it better than you. And I started building it. And I was like, I actually just don't want to waste my time on this deck. Okay, so we got this. Brendan White. Astral, Nib. Is something missing? Feels like there is. Maybe I'm just missing it. No, it looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Gimmick Puppet, of course. Doesn't play the Aqua Dolphin. Which, because of how popular Aqua Dolphin is, if you activate Fusion Deployment, a lot of people will Ash it to stop Aqua Dolphin from coming out and ripping the Ash and looking at your hand. So then you actually don't need the Aqua Dolphin. But there's still a lot of people that are really, really dumb. So, I don't know. I'd probably still just play Aqua Dolphin. There's a lot of people. I've played on DB rated, and I'll go deployment summon Aqua Dolphin, and they're like, wow, that's a crazy tech. Thanks, man. like, what? Okay, but that's actually the last list. I almost just closed out of it. But that's actually the last list. That was the last one. So I know this was an hour and 5 minutes long. If you watched the whole thing, you the GOAT. I appreciate you. I understand it's a lot, especially when I upload like 4 videos a day. It's like today's gonna be like 2 hours worth of footage probably. But yeah, that's gonna be it for it. Yeah, these are cool to do. I want to do like one a month. around there like I used to, do one a month. If a ban list drops, you know, about 48 hours after the ban list drops, probably boom, slam another one of these out. And yeah, I think that's really going to be it for the video. It was cool to go over some of the lists, seeing what a lot of people are doing. Denko Sek is more popular than I thought. But the TV Grinder signing off. Peace. Thank you for everyone that sent in the list, and have a nice day.